Hello everybody, this is Dina from Mystic Woman, also known as Dee, the Mystic Woman. I said that I would talk about knot magic, and today I'm going to talk a little bit about knot magic. But one thing you have to understand about knot magic is, number one, it's a pagan perspective. Two, it can also be a witchcraft perspective. Or three, it could be a hoodoo, or should I say an African traditional religion perspective. So what I'm going to try to do is the best I can be in general versus getting into certain things, because I do not wish to cross over certain boundaries. And as you can see, this is really the witch bitch on wheels right now. I have a highway behind me, but hey, that's the way it is. So knot magic can be used if you want to use it in a pagan arena in what's called a witch's ladder. A witch's ladder can be a length of yarn, twine, leather, hair, whatever you have, even fabric. It's normally between 13 and 21 knots, or it can be more. I'm not certain if you can see, but there's a knot. This I used, I think, 5 strands of brown. I use odd numbers. I use 1, 3, 5, 7, or 3, 6, 9, 12, and so forth. I do that because that's something that resonates with me. You'll need to look into numerology and see what resonates with you. Now I have brown here. I have one with purple and blue. I have a plain green one. And then I have one with a hagstone, and I'll go over that in a minute. The witch's ladder I chose because it's a protective mechanism for your home. And it's something simple that you can have in your home. You can have it above your door, beside your door, hanging from your doorknob, above where you sleep, in your kitchen, hanging in your kitchen window, because that's normally where a lot of people do a lot of their magic, whether it be outside like myself, and I see the lovely little bird in the background. But anyway, so you can use 1 strand or more, and in each strand what you would be doing is a prayer or a mantra or a spell. Now, a few weeks ago I had actually posted something where it was saying the knot of 1, knot of 2, all the way up to like the knot of 9. You can do that, or you can come up with a protective thing for yourself, and that could be something as simple as protect my home, protect, John Doe, Jane Doe. But you're doing it and you're speaking it over the knot, and when you actually pull on the knot, so what I'll do is, because this is just a general one for me, so I'm going to make my knot. I would say protect my son, or protect my daughter, or protect my family member, or myself, and I would say whatever mantra that I wanted to say, and then I'd pull it. Now, someone had asked me, and that's part of the reason why I had waited to make this video, is if they could do it in their head. You can do it in your head. Some spells I have done in my head, yet I also have to tell you that when you work with magic, spelling, words are part of spell work, which is magic. So if you can do this, if you can't do this in front of your family members or whatnot, you can do it in the bathroom. You can do it outside. You can do it in your car. You can do it anywhere you need to. So like I said, you have this, right? So you're having the witch's ladder. Some people, like here's a crow's feather. I have 3 actually here. They will take one, and I'm not going to actually wrap it around it because these are vetted for something else. But when you're doing it, you put it in the center and you tie it. Now, if you're doing protective magic, you're always doing it as it's towards you. If you're doing something secretive for yourself, but if you want to repel, then you would do it away. Now, the colors I was also asked about, and that to me is something personal. Every witch has their own way of doing things. So brown, I like brown. I like twine, because brown is about the earth. It's about manifestation at its commonmost color. If you have a specific color that's with your deity, your culture, whatever tradition you're in, then use it. If you saw here, I had the blue and the purple. Blue can be used for communication as well as yellow. Purple can be divine, it can be spiritual, whatnot. Green can be heart, money, love. And I also showed you right here a little earlier. Here's a hagstone I had collected from the ocean. So sometimes on witches' ladders, they will actually put a hagstone at the bottom, because the hagstone is protected within itself. So what you do is do the different knots that you were doing, however, whatever color you wanted, and have that at the bottom. Excuse me. You can also put herbs. I would not put herbs that are easily crumbly, I should say. I would use something like a rosemary sprig. I would use You could use a sunflower, the actual big sunflower, because you know the stems are real thick. You could use flowers, you could use rocks, you could use crystals. If you're a macrame specialist, which I am not, if you have more than one string, you could actually tie a stone inside there and have it as a manifestation. Now if you notice, I made a crude top. You don't even have to do it that way, but the essence of it is for you to have feathers or stones or petition papers or anything else, and you'd have it hanging by your door, like I said, or the other places that I stated earlier. Another thing you can do is knot magic is very private magic. So let's say you don't want anybody to know that you're doing this, but you're creating something for yourself. Let me pull this one up here, the single one. See how I made this? Hang on. This one's a little bigger. This one's a little smaller. You can keep this in your pocket. You can hide it in a sock. You can put it in your sock drawer. Magic is secretive for a reason. It's secretive because it's between you and nature, or you and the whatever higher power that you believe in, or whatever cultural deity that you work with. So, trying to keep it short and simple today. Kind of did, kind of didn't. So, if you have any questions, go ahead and PM me on my Facebook page, which is www.mysticwoman. And then anything you have any questions about, go ahead, or if you want something discussed, go ahead and hit me up. We'll talk about it.